Hello there, Leo. Michele B here, and we're going to look at how Mercury Retrograde is going to be affecting your love life in the next month or so. Stay tuned. We'll get started. Okie dokie dokie doke. Here we are, Leo, in my Charlie Bird, my traveling companion. I put my bed back here, but right now I just moved all of my stuff, all my material possessions back in the back. And we're parked at the marina in Bellingham, Washington, and it's Memorial Day officially, and it is gorgeous, and I'm really, really happy. I look like I'm happy, don't I? It's really good. Mercury retrograde is kind of shifting us around, so we're not thinking clearly, and things from the past are cropping up. Cycles that we keep going through over and over again are taking us back a notch, and we need to know how to deal with it. So let's get some messages for you, Leo, about what's going on and some advice on how to handle it. So not all, like this message is not for everybody. You'll know whether or not you resonated with the title, of course. But if it's not for you, that's okay. I see it's an addiction issue. When the devil comes up, it's straight up an addiction issue, whether it's yours or someone else's. But you're falling into patterns, and I'm really leaning strongly towards substance abuse, but it could be just attitudes that are making you feel trapped, making you feel held back, making you feel like you're not living to your greatest potential. Okay. Or the relationship's not living to its greatest. It's not, as an entity, the relationship isn't completely potentialized. Someone's taking advantage of someone else. Excuse me, my nose is really itching. I'm going to tilt down and scratch it. Oh. It doesn't seem like magic, but it is. But there's like a strong message, and it always comes out in a tingling nose for me. I feel so much like it's like something you guys do together. Like cycles that you're in together. And it could be a codependency thing, right? Well, yeah. I'm feeling like the partner is the one that's got addiction issues. And you are in the position of being the person that loves that person. And you're like feeling like you're being taken advantage of. You're like, why am I investing all of this time and energy and effort into someone that is just taking my love and just like letting it just go down the drain? I've been there. It's really fundamentally like victim shaming here. I'm not, okay? I'm not victim shaming when I'm saying it's a self-esteem and boundary issue, but it's true that it is, right? Like everyone has to be burned in order to know what not to do in the future. And so that's just the fact of it, right? So you don't know what you don't know until you know, and then you know, all right? You're like, wow, I learned the hard way. So don't feel shame about that, sweetie. Someone's coming from the outside, or you're wishing for something from the outside. You're wishing for a fresh start. You're wishing to get out. And you want me to tell you that it's okay. Please, there's this weighing back and forth, right? Maybe they'll change if I hold out a little bit longer. So if I give up and move on and try new relationships, will the next person be better or not? And what if they change? What if they clean up their act? What if they stop being such selfish stinkers for the next partner and I'm left on the outside watching it? All right, I got a couple of things to say about that, but let's just go ahead and pull your advice cards. Intuition is strong for you right now. You really do feel like this is it, right? And this is them not changing. This is you in your power right now as Mercury retrograde is suppressing the logic that comes with Mercury. Your intuition is rising, is bubbling up. This is what I love about Mercury retrograde, is it helps the very quiet, subtle voice of the intuition come up, because like you can hear it easier, because the logic of, well, that's not logical, it suppresses, right? Your intuition is saying, if they are going to change, it's not for me. That's the truth. And this is actually them, right? This like a person, it's like an opportunistic person. I don't really believe that anyone's just truly a bad person, but this person has learned adaptive strategies in order to be able to feel safe and comfortable. And that includes letting someone else do all the work for them. That includes oscillating between feeling like they're in control and letting you think that they're vulnerable and weak and you need to help them. Okay, so they'll like, at one moment they're this is to help like lock it in that I see this picture. Okay, at one moment they're like, don't tell me what to do, I'll do whatever I want, like I'm tired of being bossed around by you and I'm in control. And the next minute they're desperate and they're sad and they're pitiful and they need you. Okay, so this is a person like it's all, everything they're doing is a show, because really they're just like this, whether the person is male or female, it's a manipulative behavior, it's a manipulative tactic. As they say in Judeo-Christian, or Christian particularly, in the tradition philosophy, the devil can take many forms, and so can this one. Okay, this person, if you are not happy, it doesn't matter whether they're good or bad, what they're doing or not doing. Okay, you're not happy, and your intuition is saying this is not going to change. There's nothing that I can do that's going to make my interactions with them change. The best possible thing that you can do for yourself, Leo, in this situation is to extract yourself. And if you are able to do it, because you don't have children with them, if you have children, it's a totally different thing. It's not easy, but it can be done. But you have to get help. But if you're single, or not single, if you're like without children, you don't have attachments with this person, you can easily just break it off with them, then do it with no contact, and then you never have to bother with whether or not they're cleaning up their act for someone else. I'm telling you, the cards are saying this person is not going to change. This person is going to be the same person. No one else is going to make them suddenly become, no one's going to make them drop their mask. They're always going to be wearing it. Okay. If any changes happen, it's because of them and not because you did anything. Okay, so is it worth it? Probably not. That's where I got to close off, though, because I'm out of time. All right. Leo, thank you so much for being with me. Hang in there. I love ya. Make sure and check out your weekly meditations that I post every Saturday. And I have already posted your reading for June, what to embrace and what to leave behind for the month ahead. So go ahead and check out my channel and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Love ya.